Southwest Florida. Welcome back to Lee Pitts Live. We're here at the Franklin Park Elementary School for a Gentleman's Welcome 2022. So thrilled to have the television show out here. It's the media sponsor. This is our first time coming to this. Blame it on me. But it is a Herculean effort for a guy like me who hasn't seen 6 o'clock in the morning in a long time. I've been blessed that I can sleep pretty much as long as I want to now and get up and get to work. But getting up this morning and coming out here and setting up to be ready for this 7 o'clock magic is something special. And hopefully Lee Pitts Live will be out here every year. To set it up, we have all the community people come out and welcome the kids to the school. A gentleman's welcome title came from the fact that they were trying to get more men on campus. Speaking of men, here at this elementary school, this is our Honorable Judge Archie Hayward, who, if I can recall, he has always made it out here to a gentleman's welcome. So without further ado, let's introduce the judge. Judge Archie, the Honorable Judge Archie, what's that middle initial?
B.
B. Hayward. Is it the third or the junior or something?
Junior.
Okay, we got it all here. Hear ye, Judge. Thanks for coming out and being a part of this. I said early on, I think you have been to all of them. I think this started about 10 years ago. What's your recollection of that?
Yes, Lee, from the very moment that Joy asked me to come, we have been participating, and I participate with a group, 100 Black Men, which is a mentoring group that we try to make sure our youth have mentors and that they can go through the school year with support, and then we all actually just follow those kids through college. So it's a great opportunity to support this effort.
That's Tamara Joy Hunter. When he mentioned Hunter, she's an educator here at Franklin Park, and she's the energy behind all of this. I certainly get a chance to talk to her later on with a student. Judge, what's it like? You know, how have you seen this change over the years?
Lee, it's been beautiful. As a former student here at Franklin Park, I'm so glad that people are showing support for this community school, for the children that are coming here, because they need the encouragement. You should see the smiles on their faces, and now we're getting support throughout Lee County, and that's the one thing our students need. They need to know that they're being supported and encouraged to get their education.
When they go through that line with everybody giving them high fives, they look like celebrities, athletes, or what have we. And it's all around academics, school excellence, where you get to get a cheer for a change, right?
That's correct. And it gives them an environment that they know supports them, and they can go to school with a smile. And I've seen some students come down, and like you say, one student, she sticks out in my mind. She used it as a runway, and I'm telling you, she looked like she was walking the red carpet. It was just beautiful.
It looks like Chick-fil-A has volunteered and brought some breakfast over here for the people who are coming and welcome the kids back to school. It is just a serious community effort.
Right, and we have all kinds of people out here supporting the effort. The firefighters, the Masonic Lodge, just a whole host of community people who are community minded and support our youth, and that's what we need to do.
And one of the things, whenever I see promotional materials around a gentleman's welcome, I always see you and the 100 Black Men shaking those kids' hands. So it's a wonderful picture to see men in the community supporting education and children. Education has gotten you to the point where you are today. You actually attended this school. There's some renovations that's going to happen. They're going to tear this school down and build a new state-of-the-art school. What's your thoughts about that?
Oh, I think that's magnificent, because again, that's investing in our youth, investing in their ability to be in a good environment to learn.
This is for those who are watching us all around the country. We're in the Dunbar community, the largest African American community in Fort Myers, the city of Fort Myers. What do you hope that people would take away, especially people who came here for the first time to welcome these kids back to school, and the kids themselves? What do you think they'll take away from this whole experience this morning?
Well, I think that they will know that the community supports them and that they will be in a good, safe environment to learn. And I think that's all we can ask for them during the academic year. The teachers also feel supported because they see the community coming out and showing an interest. And I'd just like to say, my uncle, who was a principal in the Lee County school system, was a principal here at Franklin Park.
Oh, man, you got some roots here. What do you have to say to the principal here, Ms. Freeman, Tamara Joy Hunter, an educator here, and all the other faculty and staff who've been a part of making this such a success?
Oh, I applaud them in their efforts. What they do for these students and what they do for the parents and for our community is to educate our youth and to give them the support that they need so that they can achieve all that they can be. And that's what the kids need to know, that we're supporting them and that we're encouraging them to be all they can be.
And I'm glad you used that word support, because we as a community, we need to support our judge, Archie Hayward, the honorable judge who's done an outstanding job deliberating as a judge in Lee County. He's up for re-election. He'll be on the ballot in August in the primaries. And then we can continue to keep a person like this who committed to the community in sitting there as a judge. Judge, do y'all have like districts? Is that what it's called?
We have the 20th Judicial Circuit, and Lee County is one county in that circuit. We have five counties: Charlotte, Henry, Glaze, and Collier County, and Lee County. But the Group 4 race that I'm in is for all of Lee County, a nonpartisan race.
Okay, so that's called Group 4. When they're looking on the ballot, they'll be looking for Group 4.
Group 4, and it's on the primary August 23rd. The early votes starts August 13th through the 20th. So we're hoping that everyone will get out and vote and tell others to vote, because so many people will not look for a judge's race and they will not vote. So encourage them to vote.
You doing it right now?
Third and on the early voting ballots.
Now, the judge, if anything in the world needs to have experience, our judges need experience. And I think that you've gotten about 8 years of experience now.
Oh, I have 14 years of experience.
Wow, it's been that long?
September. Yes. So I am very encouraged, and I'm willing to serve and use my experience for the betterment of this community.
Experience matters when you're voting on a judge?
It does matter.
For example?
It matters because you bring in a lot of prior experience for all types of issues that come before the court. And also, over those years, I've had an opportunity to meet a lot of people, and I can certainly deal with the issues that they bring before us, and I can have an understanding and for the persons that are before me.
All right, so let's vote Archie Hayward in the early in the primaries, early voting, all the different ways that you can vote. You mentioned like early voting. That's where they're gonna open the polls early, but you can also get your ballots mailed to you.
Right, the ballots have been mailed out. If you have requested them, please make sure that you actually mark them correctly, you sign them correctly, and post them correctly. And there are 13 or 14 early voting sites throughout our county, and all you have to do is to go in one with your proper identification and be able to cast a vote in any of those 14 sites.
Finally, before you go, Judge, I want you to say something to the children and the faculty here at Franklin Park Elementary School to wish them forward for the new year.
I just like to say to our children and faculty that we support you, we love you, we want you to give your best effort because I know it's hard when you're dealing with a lot of outside issues, but please make sure you stay focused and know that your community supports you in your efforts. And I tell you, my heart goes out to the teachers, Lee. I know you have visited a lot of classrooms and done a lot of things for the students. So we appreciate all your efforts, Lee, because you have really, as you said, a Herculean effort. You have been Hercules in promoting community awareness. So thank you for that.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you coming from the judge. Remember, Miami may have the oranges, but Franklin Park Elementary School has got the juice. We'll be right back with more conversations as Lee Pitts Live is covering a gentleman's welcome at Franklin Park Elementary School 2022 right here live. We'll be right back.